Pickle. As is tradition here on Fridays, it's time for Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
The North Texas Honda dealers want to help you score on award-winning Hondas like the rugged and reliable 2023 Ridgeline. Stop by your Helpful Honda dealer today or visit ntxhondadealers.com to learn more.
So if you got questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, anything about growing up in Llano. Or Hondas. We have a Honda expert here, a self-proclaimed Honda expert.
She drives a Toyota.
And that's Ish. Ish is the self-proclaimed Honda.
Yes.
Hey, Honda sponsors your podcast too, Republic of Football.
True, it does, yeah. Helpful Hondas. Yeah.
Yes, so go listen to Republic of Football and go buy a Honda, I suppose. Jake.
Yes, sir.
Jake, touch your mic again. I think it kind of went out.
What'd you do?
Well,
Aren't you
not
supposed
really
to?
anything.
Aren't you
It
supposed
still's not working.
Oh my gosh, this is going.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Talk again.
Hello?
No.
What'd you do?
Hold up.
No, this happened the other day too.
Did it?
Yeah.
Some with the connection, I guess.
To
Okay.
Ish.
Well-oiled machine around here.
Oh, I think we got it.
Hello?
Try
Can you
again.
hear my sweet, beautiful voice?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay.
Good. Don't touch the microphone. First of all, Ishmael,
Mm-hmm.
how's the Republic of Football Podcast Network going?
It's going good.
It seems like it's cooking with Chris.
We added Houston the other day, which means we're just 3 away from having every FBS program in the state. So, yeah, it's good.
I've listened to almost all of them.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to The Roost since they've been on our podcast network.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
listened to their podcast before because I was a Patreon subscriber.
Yes,
for
yes,
them.
yes.
But they're excellent on the Rice side.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. So which 3 are we looking for?
UTEP, Sam Houston, and SMU.
Okay.
So yeah, if anybody knows
Folks.
anybody out there that could
Ishmael
either
Johnson.
A, has an established podcast or just a fan of those and would like to start one,
Yeah. At Ishmael R. Johnson on Twitter.
Sure, yeah.
That's right.
So there you go.
Make sure you use hashtags or else he won't actually respond.
Yeah.
Hashtag football.
Is that right? Will he not respond if you don't
I
hashtag?
tested it, yeah.
Wait, what happened?
I sent you a tweet one time.
Yeah.
And you didn't respond, and I sent another one with a hashtag, and you did respond.
That's
And
science. That's the scientific method.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
I tried it 3 times actually, and each time I'd use a hashtag, it responded.
You had a control group,
Yeah.
which was without the hashtag, and then you added the hashtag,
Yeah.
and the results were the difference. Okay. So which
Because that
hashtag
proves
was
your
it?
point, because I don't remember that tweet before the
There you
hashtag.
go.
at all.
Was it hashtag football?
Well, at first it was hashtag football.
Yes.
Following that, it was hashtag ish rules. That one seemed to get a lot more traction.
Yeah, no.
After that, it was like football is epic. He didn't really like that one as much. I don't know, just try it out. I don't know. He liked
It's workshopping, I guess. All right.
Yeah,
the basis.
yeah. Flattery will get you everywhere here at Dave Campbell's Texas
Well, I
Football.
like to call it networking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's great. Now
He's an adult.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not go crazy here with labels. Now, your name is Jake Pickle.
That's true.
Is it in relation to our producer?
We don't
Well,
look
say.
anything alike.
Yeah, hold up. Look at the longiness of mine.
Let's go. Let's do.
And then I have a very
Let's just
short
switch
face
back and
with
forth like a few
with
times.
not curly hair
switch
or
back and forth a few
anything.
times. There's
Yeah,
Jake,
the difference is that I have my mother's hair.
and there's Ashley.
Well, there's Jake. And here's Ashley.
So you are the younger brother of Ashley Pickle, and she has been on this show for. No, I guess it's the question I would ask before. Have you ever seen this show?
A few times.
You actually have. Like I'm
Yeah.
not doing a bit
Yeah,
here.
a few times.
I think there is a greater than zero chance you've never seen the show. Like I don't think my little brother has ever seen this
I'm
show.
glad I've surprised you. Yes, I've seen it.
Uh-huh.
Regular watcher, can't say.
That's fine.
But I've seen it.
You have seen
Of
it.
course. Yeah.
Familiar.
Not that bad of a brother, I'd like to say.
Now you are yourself a content creator.
Yeah.
Can you give us some notes on the show?
About like
Which
the actual
show?
content in it? Yeah.
He's
There's a lot
on.
of shows.
He's got a lot of shows.
A lot of shows.
No, I just mean.
Well, it's very different because podcasting is like super different from like I guess other like more syndicated show stuff that I do.
Okay.
I guess I do run a podcast kind of thing. I don't know. It's like a little talk show. Where we
Do you
talk
wanna
to
plug
people.
it?
No, not really.
Okay.
I like remaining mysterious.
All right.
Um,
Don't listen
He
to
doesn't
his
want.
podcast.
He wants no publicity.
It starts with the J. There's another J, and then it ends in an R.
It rhymes with ribber rabber.
I mean, that just gave it away.
Wow. I mean, maybe if you're in Mensa, yeah, you can figure that out.
But yeah, I mean, it's it's different. Y'all have more of a laid backness to it because y'all are so comfortable with doing it, whereas our things are more like it's a every now and then type thing. So when you're doing it, it feels like I'm a lot more like, oh, we're doing this.
Feels like you can't miss.
Or yeah, y'all kind of walking in here and just being like, yeah, I guess we're doing this.
See, for us, we have a bad show.
No.
Which is most of the time.
It's like, all right, we got
like, whatever,
another one tomorrow.
In the pile, you know? We're just, it's just, coming in.
I guess
and doing
that is
our
a
thing.
good point because you do, like, on late night, it's what, like 3 episodes a year, and then Jibber Jabber's like the same thing.
Yeah, it's once a month. So
Yeah.
it really is just like it's like a manic production, I would say, where it's like you don't really do much most of the time, and then you're just like, we're here, we got to do things. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you don't miss.
Yeah.
I get
but
that.
I come in clutch.
I can tell you have the clutch gene.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean?
It
Yeah.
runs in the family.
Wow.
Skipped a year or two.
You know.
A year. How about 6?
Yeah, okay. 60. Yeah, because you're 6
I
years
agree.
older
Lance
than
and Jake
Yeah.
have the clutch gene.
Yeah, I'm
Lance and
6
Jake.
years older.
Let's put some
Trish.
respect on Trish's
That's
name.
fair. That's fair.
Respect on Trish's name. And I've met Chicken. And
Shout out
Chicken,
Mom.
Chicken's
Yeah.
clutch. Yeah, shout out Mom.
All moms.
Just shout out to moms.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out Moms. Can we the lower third that's just shout out Moms?
Shout out moms.
That'd be great. Okay, so you are a student at North Texas.
That's true.
What I've heard on the street is that your sister went to North Texas.
That's true.
And was a legend, and basically you had no choice but to go to North Texas. Do you want to refute any of those claims?
Well, are
Your
we on
legacy.
or off record?
This is
It's not recorded.
Okay.
We're not
watching.
live.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
have you ever seen this show?
Yeah. And on record, yeah, there was nothing dangerous pointed towards my head whenever I was writing that my
Absolutely.
signature on where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
There
When you
was
signed your
no-
letter of intent.
Yes, I guess. There was nothing like that off the record.
Yeah.
It really hurt.
I know, because she's done it to me. I think she's done it to you.
Yeah.
Grab you by the collar, throw you up against the wall,
Right.
and tell you what's
She's
happening.
really strong.
She
Yeah.
is.
It's scary.
They don't call
She
them
has
the
girl
cannons
power.
for nothing.
She has girl power. She is like many people call her the 6th Spice Girl.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
That's
I've heard
That's
that a
what she
lot.
likes.
Angry Spice.
Who invited you on this show?
Literally you.
I did say, Shmuel, you want to be on? Angry Spice. I
Angry
like
Spice.
that.
I'm gonna start introducing you in the show pod.
I
in the show
can
intro
guarantee
as
you,
Angry Spice.
LP is going to laugh at that. Like, he's going to go back and rewatch you say that a couple times because
Angry
he's going to
Spice.
like that so much.
Angry Spice. Now, are you familiar with Ishmael Johnson?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
Well,
the same
he's-
human.
Well, he once said that this is I'm like quoting you.
Oh, okay,
Almost, maybe.
okay.
I don't remember it
It's a
exactly.
direct quote.
Make sure to have a
Paraphrase.
hashtag.
If we were if we were in college at the same time, we would be friends.
That
And
is
I
very
think
true.
that
Hashtag
holds
friends.
true.
I did say that. Yes.
Thank you. It's so he listens.
Exactly. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong. I haven't been speaking to Ish in hashtags, and that's why he ignores me every
very
single
online,
day
so
that
yeah, that's the only way-
we're in the office.
It's the only way I can get like cycled into my
Yeah.
algorithm.
If you don't get into his DM.
You're like you're like a sleeper agent where I can't wake you up unless I use a
Until hashtag, and then all of a sudden I click on.
He powers on.
Ishmael's
Ishmael is back online.
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
Hashtag
the little
online.
green dot on the Slack, like turns
Turns
on.
on.
So that ooh, wow, you're online. Okay, so why would you say that you and Ish would be friends if you were in college together? I mean,
He got me backstage at emo night. Well,
That was
not.
free.
He got me into emo night for free.
Free.
That's
Got
so
him in for
cool.
free.
Yeah.
do you want
Yeah.
to explain what emo night is?
Emo night rules.
I mean, that's a long.
Shout out emo night.
Shout out emo night.
Emo night rules.
So I guess, golly, almost like 7 years ago now, out in LA, they started the whole. I mean, it's everywhere in the country now, but it started out in LA. They have like 80s nights, 90s nights, all that stuff. A bunch of kids, DJs, just started putting together emo nights in LA. My friend Ricky, I went out there to go see him one year. He took me to one. Later, he got on as an intern and is now in charge of all their graphics. And so now they basically travel the country. They have teams in other states, and they put on promotions and all that stuff. And so now they have one every month or so in Dallas and Austin. And
It's just like a
he
big.
gets-
I don't want to oversimplify.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never been.
Well, that's fine. Yeah,
it's just like a giant dance party.
More or less.
Pretty much,
Kinda?
yeah.
Yeah, and they have
Or a
like
mosh.
Yeah, it's best. So you
Mosh.
can mosh and all that stuff, and so like they have like balloons. It's like they do up like it's like you're walking into a concert basically, but it's basically DJs.
Basically, a guy with an aux cable.
More or less. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't shy away from it.
And
yeah,
it's cool because they
that.
like they do allow people to get up on stage. Like
Yeah.
if you want to go up on stage and dance, you can do that. If you want to mosh, you can do that. Which, by the way, very proud of this. Mallory and I did.
Yeah, they did.
We moshed last
moshed.
time.
Just elbows down.
I think it was
was
to
great.
Asking Alexandria. I think it was one of the songs.
Elbows down, the number one rule.
Yeah.
Ish just showed up and he's like, "Where'd Pickle and Mallory go?" And Jake was like, "Oh, they're in the middle of the mosh." And Ish goes, "What?"
See, I like moshes, and I'm like, I don't know if you can see this. I'm not very. Somebody could probably just. Ashley is even more kind of this way, and you're
Yep.
just shorter. No offense.
More
Yeah.
bird-like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
we're
just-
very long and lanky.
Yeah, it's just
I do
one
have
wrong
cannons.
move and we snap. I feel we're one step away from just total annihilation.
See, but
Yeah.
I appreciate a place like Emo Night really embracing the fact of like that part of the performance.
Yeah.
Because I've always thought, and this is something I'm an old. I think we can all agree. And you clear throat when I say that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And what I don't get, and certainly it's just not my scene, so I'm not supposed to get it. The people who go and see like a DJ, like a famous DJ.
Oh, and it's very much just
and
like
just
an aux cable.
Yeah, all you're doing is just playing. Like you're not.
Right.
I
Like
get it.
blend the song.
Yeah.
There's right. At least like they try to blend the song sometimes, but I get what you mean. Like in this, very much they're not like they have a cue, and it's just like song after another. And so that's fine. Like I'm okay with
Okay,
that.
so the difference-
But there are some that it's just like they try to like do the whole like I don't know. There's a bunch of TikToks making fun of DJs and all that, where they're just like actually pretending to be messing with stuff, and it's like they're clearly not
like not doing anything.
Yeah.
And like you're just playing a Spotify playlist.
Sure.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then you're occasionally going, "Go!"
Yeah, let's go.
They're doing more work with their hands this way than they are this way.
Because like okay, you go to like see a band and they're playing instruments.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Even you go see the Loop Daddy. You go see
Mark Rebel, yeah.
Right. You go see him. He's working his ass.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? He's putting together original music on the fly, like
Sure.
in an improv way. I just don't understand like going to see a concert and it being like, oh, just a guy with his laptop. You know what I
You
mean?
gotta-
DJ Reese, I love you. Spin those discs.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you?
and
really
then
doing?
you get a lot of murr, 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 murr.
yeah, a lot of it.
and then all smoke.
There's an art to the transition, though. There's
Yeah.
there is an art to like good transitions and good,
I think there's
But most of the time, that's actually someone
mixes.
spinning. Like
Yeah, no,
they're
exactly.
actually
Sure,
spinning.
Sure.
That to me is the difference.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you're up there actually like putting it together.
Yeah.
Like it's the difference between I'm not gonna go and just like go somewhere and just see a cake that's already been made. I want to see you take the ingredients and make the cake.
Yeah.
I want to watch you bake the cake, stuff like that. So to speak,
That's
put
fair.
it in. Man, I'm just hungry. I haven't had lunch.
First time in history, food has ever been compared to DJing, probably.
Don't think
Probably.
so.
Well, you don't know that.
Because you know what? Let him cook.
Uh,
That's right. Jake Pickle, Ishmael Johnson, and Ashley Pickle here. Just doing a reset here for people who are just tuning in. If you've got questions for any of these fine folks, please get in the comments on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Do we have any questions, or people are just
No, we do.
vibing? Okay, actually, let's go to Ashley Pickle.
We'll go back and forth between football and non-football. We'll start off with the football here. What first-year head coaches are y'all most intrigued by?
Absolutely, Jake.
well, as you know, the new basketball coach at UNT.
Wow.
There we go.
Know that one.
Hodge,
Whose
baby.
name is?
Actually, which one?
Which one?
Ooh, Nate. You
Not
got
Grant McCaslin. Know that.
good job. Okay, that's good. Okay, so first year, I presume we're meeting high school football. I'll say from the college perspective, very excited to see what UJ Kinney does at Texas State.
Very true.
I think there's a lot of buzz around about what he's doing.
You could say Eric Morris at North Texas.
Eric Morris at North Texas. I think there's some buzz there. Okay, so if you're talking about first year coaches, I am interested to see what Sean McDowell does at
that's a good one.
Conroe Oak Ridge.
That's a good point.
Conroe Grand Oaks, rather.
Yeah.
He's moving over from Richmond Foster, where he was wildly successful for a while. How quickly does that translate to what I do think is a different scene there? I'm interested to see what happens there.
I mean, it'll be interesting. If we're talking about like first year head coaches, it'll be interesting to see what the new North Shore head coach
Gaston,
does.
yeah.
And
Willie
yeah,
Gaston.
like was John Kay the secret to the sauce? It
Right.
should be just like Tony Salazar taking over, where nothing skips a beat. But there's always the possibility that it could change.
Okay. Kirk Martin returning to Manville
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
because it's like, now they weren't bad under Kevin Hall. They went 8-4 this past year. Like they were
Right.
pretty good, but like
Just coming home.
just coming home, like how quickly does he get them back up to speed? Rashawn Woods at Tyler.
Mhm.
Okay, former Oklahoma State star wide receiver, now going and becoming the head coach there out east. Can he get Cujo back on the map? I'm interested in that. And I will throw in one more. I will say, yes.
Zach Birdwell at Tioga.
Yeah.
That's one that went kind of underrated. He was the OC under DJ Mann at Lubbock Coronado. I'm very excited to see what he does as a head coach.
I'll throw one more a little bit off the beaten path, but I guess it's kind of a twofer. Frank Johnson retired at Holiday. They went and hired Kyle Atwood. I'm interested to see what he does, kind of taking over for a guy who's been there for quite a while there at Holiday. And the guy who replaced him at Alice, J.R. Cassiano, I'm a big fan of what he did there at Taft with a high-flying offense. How quickly can he install that there
We know
at
you're
Alice?
a big Taft guy.
I'm a big Taft guy. So that's
President?
both.
Yeah, literally.
Both.
That's his favorite president.
You know what his middle name was?
No.
It was S. It is just S. Please look that up. Somebody look that up. You can look that up.
No.
I believe so.
No, his name is
maybe
William
it was-
Howard Taft.
Never mind, you're right. Maybe it was Harry Truman.
Yes, I
Yes.
think that's right.
Harry S. Truman is just S.
Let me see. Is that right? Let me see.
Taft was the one that got in the bathtub and couldn't get out.
Yes.
That is not true.
Tepper has a
Shut
big
up.
conspiracy on that.
That is ostensibly not true. Like objectively not true. It was
What next? The
poli-
moon landing's fake?
political hit job. Political hit job. Yeah. No, his
worked.
middle initial is S. It's not an abbreviation. You're right. I have a friend whose name is J.
Like, first name?
The letter. Yep.
I've known just a J. I've also known a J that's JAI,
Yeah.
but I have known just a
What's
J.
the best letter to have a first name?
Z.
Yes, agree.
Z.
But K is my favorite letter.
Tense. Like 3 of them in a row or
I had that
something?
off the
Or
top of my head.
I love that.
Hashtag alphabet. by the way.
Cool. Cool with a C. I want to be clear. I'm not signing on to this nonsense. I might go with X.
X is a good one.
X feels like
First name?
yeah,
Xylophone?
just X.
Oh, we're talking just
Like,
one
just
letter.
your first name, just your name. Yeah, one letter as
So
your first
B?
name. B is good.
B's not a bad one.
What's up, B?
Yeah.
You could be a walking L.
You could be a walking.
Could be a walking
you could be a
L.
walking W. But yeah, I feel like you don't
Yeah,
want.
Dub.
Yeah.
W is actually
W
pretty good.
Pickle.
I have a buddy who's
Trish and LP missed a big one there.
yeah, I do have a buddy whose name is like Christopher William, but he goes by CW, but he of course just went by Dub.
Actually, I do have to agree with X because we have a receiver,
Yeah.
Quan Alex Farrakhan Jr.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, who plays? Where does he play for?
Then you can throw up the
Let me
X.
see. He transferred something.
Woodlands. He's
The
at the
Woodlands,
Woodlands. So yeah,
Um,
Quan Alex is actually a pretty damn
pretty
good
cool.
name.
Yeah,
That is
so,
cool.
So yeah, if you could, but I think that you're right.
I think
on
I would go with
something.
Z.
I think what you need is a one syllable letter. So it can't be W,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
What about Dub for short?
You could, but then that's not really. Then it's like,
You can't do this with every letter.
yeah.
That's
That-
cool.
that is
I'm
true.
walking around with the first-
Can't-
I can't do jet. No, I don't want to do that.
Do we have any other questions, Pickle?
Um,
You're doing great, Jake,
Zil0678
my man, or lady. I don't know,
or robot.
my person.
Preferred
Not even
way
person, I
to
don't even know.
watch in Village. What?
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Oh my god. Okay. Is it Evangelion films or the original series?
Ooh, original series. The movies are good, but they're just a retelling of it.
What's the one that adds on?
That's
to
true.
it?
There's one that adds on, but I would recommend the series and then go back and watch kind of the movies that are kind of retellings of it. But yeah, get all of the series because like the original ending's really weird because they ran out of budget and so they had to like make stuff up. And so you kind of just get the whole thing and then go back and watch the movies. Definitely, that's kind of where I prefer it.
Okay.
And they keep making new movies too, just like like.
Is it like Star Wars where it's just never stopped?
No, it's not. Like, it's the same
Like prequels
story,
and then
it's the same story, but they just keep like. By the way, here's 3.01 is coming out, and it's
Is
like,
it from a
okay.
different perspective, like of a character? I don't know what they are. What are they? I don't know anything about
I haven't
this.
seen the movies.
I mean, there are sequels to some sequels, but most of the movies are like kind of different summaries of the show and then just like a different ending or something like
'cause,
that.
like-
It's very weird.
Like
It
with
is very weird.
Madagascar, then they made one that was just from the penguin's perspective.
Yes, Evangelion's just
Man,
like
that's
Madagascar.
it's honestly, like they're basically in the same cinematic universe.
I also
there.
both of those are both about the creator's spiraling depression.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Madagascar. Did you dig a little deeper? It's like, whoa, this is dark.
The author of the Penguins actually wrote himself into the script as Rico, the one that eats like dynamite and stuff. He
Rico
really
is
saw
the
himself
dumb
in
one.
that character.
Okay.
Rico is the dumb one.
See,
No, he's the crazy one, not the dumb one.
That's
he's very
true.
I'm
smart.
about. I've
Spalding
been
status
on. I've been on and
report.
off, and it's not because it's really good when I watch, but I just don't have time because I have 2 kids.
Uh-huh.
But I'm about halfway through Attack on Titan.
Okay.
And which is excellent.
Yes.
Oh, Jake, you like that too,
We would
don't
not.
you?
I would not
I've
recommend
seen
it.
it. I haven't
I would not
finished
recommend it as a first anime. It's a lot.
It's not a bad first anime. I think if you want to get hooked on something,
It
that's a
it
One
is.
Piece.
It's a good.
No.
Like what got me hooked was just like
12,000
the
seasons.
like just
That's
the.
Jake's favorite show.
Like the.
It
What's
is,
your
but
favorite
it's
show?
one.
What's your favorite show?
One Piece. It's got over like 1,000 episodes.
I was about to say that's
I watched it. I watched it a while ago.
That is
Um,
that's a
but
lot.
I just outed myself.
I want
to.
to. I want to finish it. I want to finish
One of
Attack on
those,
Titan
yeah.
before I watch the movie, like the Shinji Higuchi movie.
Oh,
because,
okay. So yeah,
because he did Shin Godzilla.
Yes.
Shinji Higuchi,
Yes.
which is among the best movies ever made.
it's a great.
It's
take
really
on
good.
Godzilla, yeah.
And so I want to finish that, so I'm kind of fast forwarding it.
What is your favorite thing about Godzilla?
Probably, I would say his ability to dominate every other kaiju, including
You
Kong.
No. No. King Kong is way better than Godzilla will probably ever be. He's a big monkey.
No, okay, you're right.
There's a lot of tension at this table.
No, you're right. A radioactive dinosaur does it with.
Yeah, I'm sorry. A big monkey
They
is
had
so
to
much
literally
cooler.
They
build.
have a baby gorilla at the Dallas Zoo. I forgot to tell y'all.
Everything goes
Let's
back
go to
the
Ashley
same.
Yeah,
Pickles
yeah,
for the breaking news.
They do. They have a little baby gorilla at the zoo, and it is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's all I really could contribute to that, so I just needed to let that be known.
Like, sure,
Okay.
God and Zilla is cool. Like, it's a cool name, but I can't get over the fact that King Kong is just a big monkey.
No, and that is a great point.
Thank you.
But here's a counterpoint.
Okay.
Which is that Godzilla is a nuclear dinosaur.
But I feel like that gives him an advantage. Like, King Kong's just like a larger, normal thing.
Right, and what I'm here to tell you is that King Kong would have no chance in a just and honest world.
Well,
They
have you
did-
seen the movie?
King
They
Kong.
did have to make
Have I
King
seen
Kong
the
bigger
movie?
to make him fight Godzilla.
I
What
would
kind of
hope
amateur
so.
you think I am?
They did have to make-
I've been on this show. If you watch this program, you would know that I've declared it the most important film of 2020.
They did have to make
I
King
actually
Kong
did
like
watch it.
10 times
They
bigger
did.
than it was.
They had to like work over a decade to like kind of shrink Godzilla and
Yeah.
kind of make King Kong bigger.
Because like obviously the
Like,
famous scene in
gradually.
King Kong is like him climbing the Empire State Building,
This
and then
is-
you watch Godzilla versus Kong, and it's like, oh, he's like
He is the
3
Empire
times
State Building.
the size of the Empire State Building.
Is-
It was a really good movie. I did watch it.
I know it's like a nonstop thrill ride. But yeah, they had to build Mecha Godzilla just to match up, which is a mismatch. Anyway, what's next, Pickle?
Much in the same vein as a radioactive dinosaur.
Segway Queen.
How will Louisville look this season?
Great question. I like Louisville. Obviously, last year they were able to make a run to the where was it, regional semifinals, maybe something like that. This is I do think that now Michael Odell's been there for quite a while. Yeah, they were regional final last year. The defense will need to be rebuilt a little bit, and they lose like guys like Caden Jenkins, who went off to Baylor, and Cameron Jenkins, who went off to UNLV. But
I think the core of the really good receivers were young. Or
yeah,
at least coming back
Lamar
for another
Kirby's
year.
back, Jaden Hardy's back. They've got playmakers. I think they need a quarterback. I want to say I'm looking at their questionnaire.
How
I
does,
think they need a quarterback? No, Ethan Terrell's back.
Should it be them and Coppell again for
Probably.
district?
Top, I would say. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that those are probably the two Coppell. Depending on what you think of Hebron, like if Hebron can reload in a hurry, or Marcus and our new
Marcus,
coach,
yeah.
and Mike Alexander. But I would say, yeah, Coppell and Louisville are probably 1-2 in some sort of order. But Cowboy fight never dies. How's Lano looking this year?
I don't know. You have very clear skin. Whenever we go on the football mode, I kind of just have to sit back and let you control. So I just kind of like look and pander. I'm
Zone
sure
out.
y'all seen. But you have very clear skin.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Moisturize.
I mean, I do mean that. Okay, cool.
moisturize.
And you like do a cleanser too?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, I would assume so.
For sure.
What's
Yeah.
your routine?
So it starts in the. We'll talk about this off air. I don't want to give away all my secrets because
We
I
need
don't want
a-
people coming for my job.
Was growing up with Ashley traumatic?
Ooh, great question.
No.
Ish, are you want to weigh in?
Do I want to weigh in on how it was like to
It's
go
just-
with Ashley Pickle?
It's just like I wouldn't have made it 31 years if I had to. If I
very
had to
true.
grow
Great
up with
point,
her.
yeah.
That's very true.
See, I was the evil one, but I don't really remember it. 6 years of a difference is like a lot. I feel bad more for her than I do for me. Like it was
Confirm.
annoying. I didn't have a phone. I would go in her room whenever she was getting ready, ask to play Angry Birds off of her like iPod. That's probably annoying, but I didn't know any better. No, I mean I cried when you left, so that probably means something.
See,
Um,
Aww.
well, I said means something. I didn't mean
Something's not
sentimental.
nothing.
Yeah.
he was so. It
It's
was
that trauma
it was,
coming out of
Yeah.
just
No,
finally
it was
leaving
tears
your
of
house.
joy.
Thank God.
God, thank goodness.
Release. Yeah, I get that. Okay. Would you like? Let's give some ratings out here. Like scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate Ashley as a big sister?
Ooh. Do I want to feed into an ego? Sure, 10. I'll give it 10.
Wow.
I'll give it 10. Well, 9.5.
That seems fair.
What's the half?
What's the deduction factor? We're just built too similar. It takes away something. It takes away my uniqueness as a long person.
Justice for long people. Hashtag.
One of us needs to be more stout.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Usually, I was thinking that's totally fair because with siblings, a lot of times like one takes after one and one takes after the other,
Yeah.
and like our mom is very short, but she's not stout. Like I guess that's what's different is mom is only 5'3", but she's got really long legs
Yeah.
for only being 5'3". So yeah, we're both just lanky.
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems fair. That seems like worth half of a deduction.
Okay. All right. We can do one or two more.
Of all the people we know on TFT, I'm just
So
gonna
just the
assume
TFT cinematic universe.
That
Sure.
seems fair.
Includes Bun B, by the way.
Bun B, Sue Bird,
Sue Bird,
Bill Oakley,
Bill Oakley.
Graham Harrell,
Yes.
And now me.
and now
Now
Jake.
Jake Pickle.
Yes.
Who actually played football and what school and what position did they play?
I played at Capel, and I was an offensive lineman, and I was bad at it. Ish
I played in middle school.
played in middle school.
I did not
So I
play
guess we're playing.
varsity.
Yeah, well, I guess we got to clarify. Like, I think we've all played backyard football. and stuff like
Right.
that. So do we just want
In
to say
some
like
type
varsity?
of organized or varsity?
Yeah, I would
Varsity?
say like organized.
Okay, we'll say varsity.
Sure.
Varsity
Okay.
high school.
I did
football.
not play.
Will played. Will Wilkerson. He's the best.
He was all-state.
football player on it. He was an all-state corner.
Yeah.
Safety. Defensive,
He was a
Defensive back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive back at Pleasanton. Step played basketball, so he didn't play football.
Yeah.
I don't think Powers played in the whole Ohio.
Ohio.
Did he go to school in Ohio?
Yeah.
Powers used to play basketball.
Okay.
I can see that. He's
Yeah.
a hooper.
We actually have more former basketball players on our staff than we do football players.
That is very true.
Jake was a two-time All-State quarterback at Lano.
That's true.
Craven
Ashley
played at
also
Cedar
played,
Park.
actually.
Yeah, Craven played at Cedar Park. What's that?
Ashley played.
Yeah,
Well,
she
Powder
played.
Puff.
Yeah. I
That's what they
remember
called
this.
it.
Yeah, no, we had your coach on.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Who?
Tommy.
Oh.
Tommy Yelvington's been on this.
I know him.
He's an all-district guy.
As Mike Craven will say, he played at Cedar Park, and he'll always say, like, yeah, you can tell how good we were because I played at Cedar Park.
Yeah, at the time. Pre-glow-up Cedar
Yeah.
Park. And yeah.
Mallory played a lot of flag football in college. Like she was in a
Man,
sorority for
I
a
bet
little
she
bit.
was a ringer.
Yeah, well, she was in the athletic sorority. Pi Phis were like the most athletic sorority, and she was in that one.
We gotta see
She
if-
would probably tackle
did
somebody
Carter
in those
play? I wonder
flags.
if Carter played at Frisco.
Carter-
He went to Frisco High.
I bet
yeah.
you he played.
He's probably just
on
we
the
could probably
hook,
just look at the
Carter
magazine.
looks athletic.
We could probably just look at the magazine.
Yeah, Carter also looks more like a football player than a basketball player. He's
Sure.
like kind of he's broad.
Yeah, he's broad.
Looks good in some pads.
I don't think
Yeah,
Corey
absolutely.
played at Holiday. I don't think he did.
Be a good question.
You can probably ask him.
I'll ask him. Anyway, do we have an ender or no?
No.
That was
Do you
the
have
ender.
an ender?
I want to thank Jake Pickle for his courage.
Really brave today, y'all.
Really, well, honestly, it took a lot of
Had to
courage
put on
to
my
be-
big boy hat.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, well, you can't see it.
Oh, I didn't.
Before I walked out the door this morning, I looked in my mirror and went, "It's go time."
Oh, okay. I thought you were suggesting that the flow was actually a wig.
Oh,
That'd be
me
unfor-
bald?
That'd be unfortunate.
Sorry, LP. I do look like you, but
Wow.
not yet, man.
Man.
To be fair, LP's was by choice for
That's true.
most all this time.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Like that's how I am. Is if this like starts to go, I'd rather just like, all right, I'm just gonna.
So with
Sure.
LP,
Give up
it
on
was because he was waking up at like 3 a.m. to go sell Bluebell, and he didn't want to have to deal with doing his hair at 3 o'clock in the morning. So he had a full head of hair and said, "Nope, I'm just done with it."
Respect. Respect. That's the way to roll.
Couldn't do it.
No, I get it.
Couldn't do it.
Also, when you're handling food, they're not like he wasn't allowed to have like a beard. Like they're not super keen on
Yeah, that's
people
why I
having
don't
a
have
lot
a
of
beard
hair.
too. I'm not allowed to have a beard. That's why.
We've all seen you try to grow your mustache.
That's why. The reason I'm not allowed. That's the whole thing.
No. Really?
Okay. Yeah, it's in my contract.
Oh. Wow.
With
Did you notice before you signed?
Yeah, I did.
Or did
and
you have to
also-
give up on your
I
whole
did.
mustache beard
Like,
dreams?
I have. Have you ever? I have like. Do you know what David Letterman looks like these days?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he's just like bearded out.
That was how I was. And then
Really?
Definitely.
And then Fox Sports Southwest, now Bally Sports Southwest, said,
No.
"Hey, we want to sign you to a lucrative television deal, but
You
you
gotta
gotta
chop that.
You gotta chop the beard off." I'm like, I suppose
I'm trusting you wholeheartedly. Like, you wouldn't trick me, would you?
I would never lie to you.
Wow. You heard it here first.
He lied. That's gonna do it for us. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with us on this show about football.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.